Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Surviving the Aftermath. Hope you're having a great day today. Look at this. We got industrial production of metals. And I'm going to be immediately putting these metals to work too, because we're building a whole bunch of stuff here that takes metal as well. I'm laying in another bore well. That's going to go right here next to this field. It's actually right next to this well too. I don't think that actually matters. If it does, then I'll upgrade it, and then it won't matter anymore. Because I need that water too. We're getting closer to being able to just like take water from water sources like over here and stuff, and we're going to totally be using this. But I'd like to get my civilization sort of started in expanding another place. And I'm kind of looking at this nice green area over here. And it's got decent fertility and stuff. We could start farming and stuff over in this area and laying in some homes in this little area too. I think it would look kind of cool. I really wish there was a way to clean this up, because having houses and stuff along this little river would be nice, but there doesn't seem to be a way to actually clean this area up, unfortunately. We are completely out of metals, though, so because we're building a whole bunch of stuff. I have also started building additional scout towers so that we could see more of the land. So there's the scout tower that I just built over here, and that is... wow. Think, is he inside the tower getting damaged right now, or no? So he's, oh, I see. Okay, hang on. So I want to get my specialist, bring you here, Hakeem here, Zhang here, and Darius here. So get everybody, the specialists and stuff over here. So he is defending himself from the tower, but the tower is... like, it's eventually going to fall, right? It doesn't have a lot of health into it. But my specialists get over here. If we can get them to move their butts, I would like them to just all open fire on a single one of these guys. So, like, maybe, like, right here. I don't see why you have to walk past it to do that. So this thing, yeah, so he's going to leave the tower here pretty quickly. That's going to go down. This would be the reason, I think, why people upgrade them to guard towers, right? So he's gonna start running away. I got specialists that are gonna take these bears down though, and then they all just start firing. They all should just start shooting. Yeah, right here. Shoot him. Yeah. Okay. So the bears are dead. That colonist did not die, and I'm kind of hoping we can just repair this with 9. I could upgrade it to a guard post though. Like, there might be other dangers. I don't know. Is it worth it? If I have to spend 9 wood to repair it, I might as well just... I could just go all out on it. I don't have a whole lot of plastic. For now, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and repair it. I don't think it's necessary to upgrade it. We got concrete ruins here. Okay, we're gonna start... we gotta gather those resources too. We're running out of resources. So let's make sure we get everybody possible on... you know, resource gathering for that stuff that we really need. And there is... where'd that other scrapper go? Did I completely removed it, right? Like last video, I think I did. Completely removed it and replaced it with this, which... I don't know if that was necessarily the right call, but... yeah, I don't know. On the map, we've taken down one of these bandit camps, so let's take somebody with really great scavenging. How about... well, looks like the best one might be, yeah, it's Wallaby. Let's click Wallaby here.
We won the battle.
He's gonna go in and look for things. Okay, so the first Wolfgang camp falls without issue as they hadn't seen the attack coming. After grabbing some loot, it's time to move to the next camp. So we got a bunch of plastic there. That's nice. And this guy, of course, he doesn't have any movement left. We're gonna head towards the second location now. And Pinkman is also on his way to this location too.
Yes.
To reinforce. So he's on his way over here as well, and he'll be able to hopefully support his people on the next turn.
Sounds good.
Hopefully. So they'll all be able to converge here, and then they'll all come over here and do the same thing too. Okay, and let's switch back to camp really quick. And I want to see if we can also get water under control. So water was another concern I had. Because we had animals, I went ahead and butchered a few animals just to, like, maintain that water problem. And by maintain the water problem, I mean fix it. So I guess not maintain the water problem. Mostly maintain water supply, I guess is what I mean, is maintain water supply. I've also moved the maintenance depot. I moved it here instead. So we're going to widen this out and just kind of go something like this. So instead of it being here, I moved it over here. And I think that's going to be great because this area here is kind of, it's not very well utilized. There's a lot of spacing and stuff in here. So I'd like to start maybe, I don't want to say packing more things in, but yeah, kind of like packing more things in. Colonist is under the weather and needs to be taken care of. Got plenty of meds.
A colonist has been acting up lately. He's been getting more and more apathetic, and he's lost a lot of weight.
He complains about stomach pains and says he feels weak and fatigued even though he eats and sleeps the same as everyone else. Something is clearly off. Tell him to go see a medic. Okay, he's not happy about having to go and get a checkup. You're complaining. So now you're complaining about having to go and see the problem. I don't know. People complain. But all in all looks to be a bit relieved to finally get some help. Turns out he has contracted a parasitic worm that's been living in his intestines for a while now. Yeah, so he's infected, but, like, go get help. We got tons of meds, right? So, lots of medical staff constantly on standby. I don't think we have a whole lot of, like, I can't get rid of these, so they're just going to be a whole lot of notices up there. Yeah. Also, music has not been playing today. It's kind of odd. Let's, see if we can't get the music to come back. Okay. There are multiple radio stations, as you can see. I don't know if it's like Surviving Mars, where some of them are like the radio stations, right? Surviving Mars has one where people talk, and I kind of don't like, talking over top of people, right? So if there's a radio station starts talking to me, I'm gonna go ahead and shut that down and turn it back. But we'll leave it on a different radio station. Let's get some different music in here, I guess, for a little bit. So disaster forecast is nearly completed. We've got 1,180 research. Back into here. So that's going to get us right here. Disaster forecast, which then builds us to fortress. For 800 research, we can upgrade our gate. And I think that's probably a good idea. I don't want people to die. I want people to be able to survive this whole thing. And we can also then go back and get into governance as well. It says the headquarters will scout huge tracts of nearby areas swiftly. That's not going to be a problem, like whatever. And a necessity in larger colonies with spacious emergency storage for water, food, and resources. Yeah, I don't really see a point to the scouting huge areas thing. By the time you get to that point, you should be probably scouting a whole lot of areas anyway, so I don't really much care. Let's get our specialists to bring the meat back home. I think that's probably a good usage of their time anyway. And then the scout tower will hopefully do some things. You know, I mean, there might be other bears and stuff too, right? Like over here in this pollution area, we might find a whole lot of things to deal with, you know? So maybe I should have all of these specialists that are here, we should get them out in this way and just have them patrol the area and see if they find anything, you know? Maybe. What is this song? Let's go to specialist here. Another fighter. Okay. Well, we're going to need fighters for what we're doing here, right? There's a big bandit showdown and kind of thing happening here. So I feel like we're going to need fighters. I'm going to send her to the world map. We've made a new discovery. And I'm going to have her come right over and just head straight for this location, I think. Engaging hostile. Yeah, I'll have her go for that one. All right. You can go here. Engaging hostile. Pinkman, help out. Engaging hostile. Another fighter. We'll have you head to this one. Sounds good. And then you can head into here and help out. We don't need any more support on that one. That one's pretty much toast. Wallaby can head this way too for next time. So everybody here can team up and take out this one while we're doing that. Okay. Sounds good. I think the other thing I don't necessarily like about these other radio stations is that they don't change contextual to... they're not as smart as Radio Armageddon, right? They don't change relative to what screen you're looking at. So, for example, with Radio Armageddon, right, I'll get this song. Right, you can hear this song. And if I go to the map, it changes, right? That song goes away. It's a whole new song. And then back to what we were experiencing before, right? But the other radio stations don't do that. So it's, I don't know, like, it's a little inconsistent. I wish they would have treated them all the same, you know? But, oh well. I think this is the next candidate for our electric radiator, this burner here. I think we take this down, make this one electric too, and we'll put in. It's always in the health section. Radiator. We'll put that right here. Man, I'd love to put it like right here instead, though, right? Yeah, I think like. Well, whatever. We'll just have a bunch of them. Pop that right there. Upgrade heating to... I don't want to use all the firewood. We're going to need it for the mess hall and stuff, too. There's the bore well. So that's in. All done. It didn't affect this well, so I'm going to leave it alone. And we're at 37 metal. So we're finally starting to catch back up on that because I was hurting. I was hurting pretty bad on that for a little while. So we have 80 pollution. Can I sell it to somebody? How about Mall Town? You guys have components, and I would love to get some components from you. Do you guys want to buy my pollution? They will for 1 apiece, which no, they won't. Oh, that's peculiar. Look at this. 1 for 1, right? And then 2 for 2. But then I give them 1 for free. And then there's 4 for 5, or 5 for 4, and then now I give them another 1 for free. Huh. So there is partial. You know, they're not... technically, I would do my best here to go like this. I wonder. Okay, it is. So, like, okay. I get the most value out of it, technically, if I just sell them 2 at a time, which is really a pain in the ass. I'm just going to do this. Like, you see how the discrepancy there. It's definitely... You know, it's like maybe 0.8 or something. Maybe that's how it's calculating it. 0.7 per. Yeah. How's my venison? I got quite a bit of venison here. Same thing happening here. Let's see. We go 1 for 2, 2 for 4, 3 for 6, 4 for 8. Okay, so this seems to be pretty consistent. Yep. So why don't we give them like 300 of these? I want the components, though. I want all your components. Just give me 44 of those. And I don't need your hunting rifles. I don't really need your soybeans either, although the yield is very good here. Yeah, you know, I mean, getting another seed isn't that bad. I just don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. What else can we do here? We're currently receiving 250... Yeah, we're currently receiving 250 coins, and I think that's fine. Getting the components and receiving the coins. We're going to go ahead and confirm that. And then let's check out any of these other ones here. You guys have tools. I think the tools. Can we trade you for tools? You guys really want fuel, which I don't want to give you, but you're giving me a good value for it. 18 apiece. Tools are at 7 apiece. If I give you that many tools... Sorry, you give me that many tools. Ooh, you have sheep. Like... I don't need them. I don't think I need them. We're going to give just a little bit of fuel here. Because it's a really good value. Like, they're giving me a lot of money for that fuel. And it helps our relationship, which is good. And then I'm also going to give you a little bit of fish, just to make sure that I'm receiving money, not spending it. So we'll do those 2 trades. Those are pretty short trades. It doesn't take them very long to get to us. And we'll be getting more components and stuff that we can use later. Speaking of components, I believe my deficit during the night is greater than my surplus during the day now, because that industrial miner is up and running. So we need to go and add more. And now I could try to wait until I get, you know, better power and stuff. But, ooh, that almost works. Oh, man, that almost... I'm not actually sure how I feel about it being so close to the wall anyway. I mean, what if the bandits kill it, right? Yeah, never mind. Did I just get zapped? Man, it just got zapped again. I need to do something about that. That's a serious problem right now. Let's get another wind turbine. Put that down right here. On top of that. And that'll help us with our surplus for the time being. And then we only have a little bit of pollution left over here, and then we're going to start digging it somewhere else. There is a plastic pile over here, though. And I can probably get into that a little bit. So why don't we grab Not the sawmill. I want to grab the... Which one are you? You're over here somewhere. You, advanced recycler. How much we got left? 132. Is that close? This is definitely further away. Never mind. Yeah, hostiles were defeated on the map. Okay, good. Let's check out what we got going on here. We'll have you.
We won the battle.
Head on in here. Okay, so we got some antibiotics. Second Wolfgang camp falls rather quickly despite their attempts at flanking the attackers. It's time to ransack and move to the final camp. Okay? So we'll have everybody just kind of converge over here on this one. It's going to take a bit of time to get there. But
All right.
I really don't think it's that serious of an issue, though. They're not that strong. So we could probably start the attack now. But just to give everybody, you know, I want to keep everybody as healthy as possible. Because we could then move down and take out, like, this kind of stuff here. The clothing would be nice to have, right? 18 protective clothing. And then these components would be really nice to have, too. There are 69 components here. So I'd like to move everybody down here, too. But the thing is, this is a lot more convenient and a lot more efficient if I just get those cars running. So is it necessary?
Going in.
I'm not going to wait a turn. Screw it. Let's just go.
Attacking target.
Get you guys in there. It's fine. We'll start attacking it now. Some of you guys can come up and get this guy. And actually, we can make a settlement right here because that's 30 signs for 24 hours. Never mind. Not as good as the others. Do we have anybody else? Survivors. Let's take those. 5 people. Come on in. Can we house you? Good question. Yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. Hold on. Make sure we have the resources. Yeah. Close enough. Go ahead and upgrade that. And we'll definitely have the housing then to take care of them. I would like to get another school. I've been slacking pretty hard on schools and stuff. And then here's the radar. This gives us early warning on catastrophes. And it's very expensive. But, I mean, advanced warning is kind of good. I'm looking for school, though. I forget which category it's in. Is it in... No. Where is it? I don't remember. Oh, it's in health? School is in health. All right. We're going to place you... I want to work that. Like this right here is getting worked, right? It's a 93% deposit. So I certainly don't want to put the school next to that. I could put it over here. Not that far away. Are we working this one? 40%? Probably not. Let's put the school like right over here then. Like right next to these houses. We can slip it in here. Yeah. About like that. Do you want another one? Our population's actually kind of dropped a little bit. I think we had over 150 before, but we also had quite a bit of old people, or quite a few old people, so, you know, natural causes happens, right? There's the wind turbine that offsets our deficit during the night. So now we're down to negative 18. And, like, we have some housing blips, right? There's some people here that got the little house icon above their head. That gets fixed once this is done, which is 1 metal away, man. That's it, just 1. They probably gave it to the... Yep, they did. They gave it to the school.
There are survivors at the gate.
All right, survivors arriving at the gate. We're gonna probably take them in if we can.
Bunch shuffles slowly
Not bad.
towards the gate.
I like it. I like it a lot. You know, there's certainly a housing issue at the moment, but it's giving us resources that we can really use, specifically tools and clothing and firewood. So I'm going to take them in. That means 10 homeless. Once this building is built, then we're going to need another one. We're going to need to... Honestly, you know what we're really going to need? After amplification, because that's what we're working on now for the larger transformers, I really want battery stacking. Like, I got to have that. Really want to have that. But the next thing is community and getting to comfortable housing, which is quite a ways away, actually. But getting to houses makes people happy, and we don't really have a happiness. I don't want to call it a problem, but mostly it's an entertainment issue at the moment. We just don't have enough entertainment structures to keep people happy. And so, you know, we're going to have to, like, say, add more memorials and add more shrines and things like that to keep people sane, right? Keep people happy. So why don't we place another, right next to the school. We'll place another memorial. Actually, I got it. We'll go like this. Like this. One in. Yeah, one in, like this. And then we'll add another. I was gonna add another botanical garden, but it takes water. That's 15 though. It's the same as the shrine, but the shrine doesn't take water. So we can also add a shrine, kind of like right here. Thinking like maybe like this. I know it's not efficient. I'm gonna make it look nice. Now I'm thinking, no. Maybe right behind the storage. Which I know doesn't sound like it looks nice, but it could, okay? It really could. Now, I'm gonna stick to the original plan. So the original plan is to have that road come all the way up here, and it will be about like this. Okay? And you know what? No, not there. One more out. Go like this, actually. This is the plan. So this road is going to take and go all the way up to the shrine here, right? But it also will end up going out that way so they can round around that way. And then I think we'll have like this. So what you end up with is like this little middle section where you can put decorations. They can put like, I don't know, these pink flowers or something there. And we can put, yeah, like just flower bushes is fine. Maybe some red ones on the side. And then put the pink ones again. Where are they? Right here. No, just some extra flowers. Right? It's all about making things beautiful. So now we can have the memorial there and the shrine there. And what else can we do for entertainment? I need like the public house and all that stuff, right? Like I need all these other community things. They really need fun. So like public house could be the next thing to research after amplification. Then moving pictures, which takes lots of power, knowledge, library, things like that, good entertainment. And these things like a lot, right? 50 happiness for this one. Moving pictures is another 50. Public house gives 40. And then there's a bonus for diversification as well. So your first one gives you more than usual. And then the houses, that's where you get into major happiness bonuses and stuff too. And then the houses begin to be able to heat themselves after that. So I'm hoping to make my housing neighborhood is going to be kind of away from, you know, all these general radiators and things. Whoa, are we actually this many homeless? Oh, right, the other ones arrived. The ones that I just told to come, they arrived. We're gonna need another... I don't want a tenement, though. I want the other houses. I want the shanties. And we could put this as a neighborhood. Again, this is going to create pollution, so I kind of don't want that to be all that close. But let's try to make it like... We're going to get rid of that, too. So there this goes. Like that. And then we can flip this around and make this, you know, like a little road like that. Then this comes like that. So like a little neighborhood just expands that way. And then to make sure that we get this built correctly, right, we can pause a couple of these. And if we wanted to, we could take this road and have it extend even further and just keep these bushes and stuff going, but meh. We're doing pretty decent on keeping up with metal despite our construction, right? We're constructing a lot of things that take metal. But this is great. This is working out really well. 18 deficit at night. I forget what our surplus was during the day. I don't remember it. Let's take a look and see what we did for our quest here.
We won the battle.
Wallaby, what you got? Okay, it says, as the last camp falls, it quickly becomes evident that the resources here are not as numerous as expected, most likely due to the Wolfgang's tendency to move from place to place. Nonetheless, it's time to take what's available and leave. 12 superior tools. We get 40 metal and 520
Quest
coins.
complete.
520
Yes.
currency. Whatever that would be. I think in another outpost here. Right in this area, just to get this. I think I will. Who is the best candidate for that?
What's up?
Probably Zhang. He's got good research here. Hakim
Yes.
has got even better research. I don't know if this bonus actually matters for this, but I think Hakim is probably the one to go. Yeah, I think so. So Hakim, I'm gonna make you,
How may I help?
unless somebody else is 100% on scavenge.
Uh-huh.
No, so you're
orders.
relatively weak on scavenging compared to the people who are available too. Hakim, you are gonna become a settler. So let's get you right here. Hakim goes like that.
What's up?
And then that, as a settler, you're going to come down and you're going to get into this area where you can begin to get us some science, sir.
Of course.
Go about like that. Pinkman, you got movement. Maybe I'll have you go get this. You got 200% scavenging. Hunting rifles are nice. Alternatively, I could send you back over here to scout these areas. Alternatively, I can send you over to here. Where that's actually fine.
Sure
I'm gonna
thing.
send you over to there and get that.
Yes?
Yes?
You're what, 150% on the scavenge? You got lots of health. 1 day, 3 hours. You know what? I'm gonna send you after the protective
Sure
clothing. And those guys are fighters. And then I'm gonna send you back to the colony with your antibiotics and meds. I'm gonna
How may I
send
help?
you back to the colony support because we just lost Akeem.
Okay. How may I help you?
And then the new fighter, right? Kensei. It's a great name for a fighter, by the way. How about this? 4 days. No, how about not that? How about go back to the
Consider it done.
colony? How's that sound? Okay. So what's the next thing on our research agenda, man? I mean, large transformer, nice. Battery stacking. Do we do this first, or do we go after the housing stuff? Big panels. I think bigger battery here. Then I can make sure I get my. Yeah. Then I can make sure I get the other thing. Let's do that. We'll do battery stacking first. Then we'll switch over and we'll go after some of the happiness stuff. We'll say public house will be cute. Okay? So that's the mission now. Just let it run. Build the houses as we need to. We got homeless people we need to take care of. And, you know, we're just gonna let it run for a little while and see about fixing it. So let me let it do that. And then I will be right back. There's just so many things popping up. So let me just let this run for a bit. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm starting a trade with Sageford. I want to get a bunch of their plastic and their science points, of course, but the plastic is a real big bottleneck for me at this moment, and I'd really like to get the industrial stuff for plastic going too, so I'm hoping that once the houses and stuff that are going to be built with this plastic are done, I can then get that part started too. We're going to give them 10 automatic rifles, 40 medicine, and 25 of the pollution. And they're going to end up giving us a total net of 644 currency as well as more reputation. So we are going to be like all the way up. We basically just filled that up. So they are very friendly with us. We've maxed out friendliness with these guys. What does that do for me? I don't know. I'm hoping it gives me better prices, maybe. But I don't know. Maybe this means that, you know, once we fill up the handshake, maybe that'll glow or something, and then we can... I don't know, they could be allies and help us with the final quest. Maybe that's what this is all about. I have no idea. I would like to get more components, but I also really want science. Science is kind of a big bottleneck too, just to get to the public house and all those other things too. So I am gonna go and trade with. God, the components would look. Let me see these guys really quick. What do you want to raise reputation? Like, is there any way to raise reputation with you guys? Like, this will reduce it. They just don't seem very friendly. Like, it's not possible to give them things and make them happy. They're actually gonna sell components for 9. So I can max that out and just pay for it direct. Maybe clothing too, just so we don't have to use the resources on that stuff, right? And then maybe the fun boxes. We're gonna need a lot of those too. This ends up being just like a straight pay them all my money thing, doesn't it? Which I'm not opposed to it. Fun boxes are actually relatively hard to get. They seem like they're pretty difficult. I'm gonna go and maybe give you guys a few of these rifles that we're kind of getting for free here, just to kind of offset my cost a little bit. We're gonna go with 10 of these rifles, and I'm thinking maybe a lot of venison. I'm gonna give you a little bit of wood too. I know I'm building things, so I don't want to give you too. I'm building things. I don't want to give you any of it actually. Carrots. I gotta be careful on giving food. I don't have my population's growing. I don't necessarily have enough. So I want to be a little bit more careful on this. And I'm thinking maybe some of the firewood. It's worth 2 apiece. We can go about like that. And maybe some of the fuel. It's worth 9 apiece. I don't need this much fuel. We could go maybe like 50. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now we're only giving them 317. This is a big trade, but it's not. It doesn't appear as though it's going to help our relationship at all, which is really unfortunate. But I'm going to get a whole bunch of really useful stuff doing that. Okay, so this house is up. We have 6 people homeless now. Hopefully that means the shanty's next, right? And we could also, while we have homeless, I suppose, upgrade one, but let's make sure we have people with homes before we start upgrading homes, huh? I think so. The shrine took all of our fun boxes, which is why I'm trading for some, because we're completely out of them. We are getting them over time, so eventually, like, that's going to happen on its own, but it's taking forever to do that. And then we now have the large transformer. This is upgraded from a transformer, and I have to imagine the footprint is larger for these. Indeed it is. Well, actually, no. No, it is not. Weird. Okay, so what's the footprint increase that you give me? Okay, that's a pretty sizable upgrade on how far you'll reach. That's very good, actually. But I don't see a functional reason to upgrade existing ones. Unless there's something I want to place that is just out of reach. I just don't see a reason to. Like, if I want to place something electric in here, then yeah, sure, we'll upgrade a couple of these. But and maybe this one, because it's just kind of not covering everything, and we can do something in this area. So this one, I guess I can understand upgrading, but it's a lot of resources, and unless I'm going to build something in range of it, it doesn't really matter, right? This one probably too, because I can get the radiators over here to help heat this, right? We don't have a way to power radiators here. If I was going to put the radiator, like, say over here, there's no power for this to cover this area and provide heat to these homes and stuff, right? So if I was going to say, for example, do this, and by example I mean yes, I'm going to. If I was going to do that, provide heat to all of these guys, we still need to provide heat to this too, I think. I'm pretty sure the botanical garden needs heat too, which there's an upgrade for this as well, so that's probably where I should go with that. But that's probably really far down the tree, right? I imagine that's like near the end. Yeah, advanced heaters here. Not that far away. I have to go through big panels first though, which is really odd. Like, why is solar technology a prerequisite for having better heaters? I don't know. Like the tech tree here, it doesn't. I don't particularly like how they've done it, right? They've created prerequisites that don't make sense for a lot of things. Like, why do I need battery stacking in order to have submerged plumbing? Like, that just makes no sense. They're completely unrelated things. But you have to have battery stacking before you can have submerged plumbing. So, like, I wish they had maybe thought the tree out a little bit better, maybe made it a lot more branches that made more sense. Have prerequisites that, like, you need bore wells or something before submerged plumbing. That would make sense, right? Because you have to learn how to bore down into the ground and pull out the water and everything and out of the ground. And that's sort of a prerequisite knowledge into how to actually make pipes that go underground. That's fine. I like that. That's cool. And same thing with, pumping and stuff. That's fine. But batteries? Batteries before plumbing? It doesn't make sense. Like cemetery, you must have a cemetery before you can have library. It's just like little things like that just don't make sense to me. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. That's just the way they've chosen to do it, and we'll do it. I probably won't use half the things I research anyway. So this shrine, once it gets its plastic, I think I want to pause that actually. Yeah, let's feed the plastic to the houses. That needs to go to the housing first. And then once we have the plastic from the trade, I think at that point, I'm going to have this built. Is it here? Yes, plastic extractor right here. I'm going to have this built as soon as you have the resources for it, right there. Now, that's going to need power, which again supports my case that this should be upgraded to reach over that way, right? So we're going to do that. And yeah, we're going to do that too. There's no plastic cost for this. So let's upgrade that transformer as well. Now that takes out the bore well, and that takes out the radiator while we build this. So actually this is kind of a build next situation right here. Yeah. And then what we could do is just have this paused temporarily to make sure that that's online before anything else. Because we've taken out our water supply and we're going to start draining it fast. A colonist is hiding something. When are they not, honestly? Look at these guys. They're so crowded around here all the time. Is this building like a one at a time kind of thing here? Like, this is always so busy. I think it's because this is where the food is stored. Yeah, that makes sense.
Turns out a colonist has been secretly feeding rat beetles.
Rat
in
beetles?
The colony. The feeder is surrounded by an angry group of people demanding answers.
Oh, yeah. Feeder tries to explain that the rat beetles are actually misunderstood creatures. Gentle and even intelligent by nature. They beg to keep the beloved pets, but the other colonists are worried things might go south quickly. No, we need to get rid of the animals. The other colonists try to confiscate the vermin and exterminate them. The feeder, however, is not too keen on the idea. These are my babies! You can have them over my dead body, they scream, while unleashing the animals' fury on the colony. Oh, good. Okay, stop. Yep, we knew that was going to happen. Got to find out where these beetles are and get our guys to stop them if possible. So the rat beetles, there's one here. This is where having guard towers all over the place would be really helpful, right? So let's figure out where all my people are. Yeah, so here. So we want Mishka. Can you go kill that one?
Reporting in.
You're going to kill that one. Darius, you're going to kill that one. And
Yes?
Inuk, this is why we have specialists everywhere too. You're going to kill... Gosh, I'm not sure. There's got to be a bunch of them, you know? There's bound to be a bunch of them. How about we have you kill... Actually, it does look like there's only 4. Kinda, right? Let's have you kill that one. And then we're going to have this armed in case there's anything in its radius. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. See what we have to deal with here. Rat beetles should be taken down pretty quickly given all the specialists we have here. So I like that a lot. Came prepared. Having people back home is a good thing. Speaking of which, people not back home, but speaking of which, we still have... they need to fix this too. So the game has it to where every time there's something en route, the vehicles are always traveling the opposite direction that they're actually headed. They are always against, like this. Are they always in reverse? Always. Every time there's a trade route, they're always in reverse. Going the opposite direction, right? It's probably a really simple fix, but it's still there. Yeah.
What you need?
It's weird that they haven't figured that out yet. Like they haven't noticed it themselves or anything, you know? Like playtesting. But I mean, like they're probably focused on a lot of other things. In any case, let's get 29 every 12 hours. Yeah, so he gets an extra 4 for 12 hours. It's kind of weird. I wonder if it has to do with proximity. I never really tested it out. Like, why am I getting more than was advertised? Research.
Right away.
So another research outpost for us. And
How may I help?
Outpost is now.
you are going to get me the components from here. Yep.
Right away.
And then Pinkman, with your 200% scavenging, you're going to go over and get this. I think this was supposed to be the opposite. I think that guy was supposed to go there and Pinkman was going here, but whatever. It's fine. What else? Wallaby, you've got a bunch of stuff on you, dude. Get back to the colony. And I think that's it. Rat beetles are dead. So now we're going to make sure that we scavenge them. And then we can actually just do this kind of more automated by having the food work area change from being that random bit there to being this bit like this. And then now all the scavengers for food will just go get the rat beetles on themselves. Anything that's laying in the area, they'll just get it. So that's pretty good. We'll have one person there, and yeah. Let's have, I think what it is like once you arm them at the gate, they go and change their weapon, right? So I want to watch that. So this person has a crossbow. Will they go get a weapon now that I've armed, like now that I've placed them at this post? I think they'll go get one. And then at that point, they're more effective at the gate. And then same thing with this guy, right? He already has a weapon, and now she does too. So they went and got fresh weapons after I armed them. So the tactic of like leaving nobody staffed here, the bandits come, then you place them in that spot, that can work, but you need to do it quickly so that they have enough time to go and arm themselves. But once you've done that at the gate, like they're gonna wander around here too. So that's okay, right? Maybe they're wandering and maybe they're like serving as carriers and stuff while they're wandering. I don't know. All right, so this is the large transformer. It just looks like a regular transformer with a power pole attached to it. Big old pole though. Yeah, looks pretty good. This is outside of the range for power. We kind of knew that already. I was gonna place another one here, and but I needed this zone to be extended a little bit so I can get it over here. So now I can place a transformer down like this. And do I want a bigger one? It does technically, yeah, that does actually reach. So I could put another one right here. Yeah, and that gives me a lot more power. How about here? Ooh, man, it'd be nice to have it be like right here would have been super good, because then I could have made this one a large one, and then yeah. Am I going to make this a large one? Because I could just directly build it. The difference in cost is actually, I mean, components, it's 4 times the components, but otherwise the cost difference isn't that big of a deal. We're just going to place it here. This is fine. Place it there. It'll be next to this. It can meet up with this, and you know, we'll have that road kind of go like that. Let's unpause this too. So we'll have this house finished so we can give people who aren't, like, I don't want people homeless, right? So let's fix that. Our environmental station has nothing to do. No good. How am I supposed to sell my pollution? Look at that stuff. And then I'm thinking, like, there might be some threats out this way, right? Our scout tower is seeing stuff, but I think if I make it military, right? If I make it a guard tower, then they'll have weapons, and if they get attacked while they're scouting, then they can attack. They can like defend themselves. It's just a lot of resources right now I'd rather not spend. So instead of that, I'm gonna have a couple of specialists come on out here and just hang out. All right, plastic extractor. We need to turn this back on. There won't be enough resources to build it, but I want to get started, you know? And then, do we have the fun boxes yet? We do. I could turn that back on too. Again, there's not enough plastic, nowhere close to enough plastic to do this. But, you know, we're working on it. There's only 18 more left in that stack, and then we're going to move this to be referencing over here instead. Where is it? Over... It's so far away. Wherever it is, it's very far away. I just forget where it is. Could have swore it was right here. Is it way over here?
You made a new discovery.
I have no idea. I thought for sure there was a plastic, a bunch of plastic in this area that was worth like 400 something. Maybe it was only when the specialist was over here. Like I can't see it without the scout tower kind of thing. That's a problem. That's going to be a major problem. That's my last source of plastic that I'm aware of. The trading, right? We could trade for it. And then once we get this up, it won't be that big of a deal, actually, once we get that up. Let me... I have to repair this. Damn. It's a lot of concrete to repair you. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's repair this. I'm probably going to want a maintenance building to cover this, too. Yeah. Let's get another maintenance building. For this depot, we could have it temporarily cover this. Then maybe it won't... I can cancel repairs, and then this maintenance building should prompt it automatically. There it goes. And then they can fix it. But we're going to need another maintenance center, too. House. House is being built. Okay, so all the resources delivered for the house. Nobody has to be homeless. And then now it's just a matter of delivering this stuff, which is going to happen as the trade happens. So now we need to see what that is. It's 11 hours until these guys arrive and 1 day here. I think these guys are the ones that have all those really good resources, the components and the plastic. So in 11 hours, we'll have that stuff because this just depleted its last plastic source. And I don't believe there's another one. I could have swore I saw another one, though. Like, what happened? I could have swore there was another one. I'm not going crazy, right? We did see another one. Yeah, right here. Way on the edge. All the way over here. 400 something. Just like I said, it's really far away. But it's better than nothing. And then once this is built, we'll just tear this down. We'll shift those guys over here. They can work here instead. This maintenance center will take care of the maintenance on that building anyway. We'll move the work area for this actually to be slightly more, let's say on this side like this. And then we probably need another maintenance center as well. Maintenance is just this persistent thing where it doesn't seem like it's a good idea to have a bunch of them on paper, but in practice, they keep people from always being sick, right? They sanitize things, they decontaminate things constantly, fixing things and repairing things. It just takes a lot of the micromanagement. It just takes it out of there, you know? We need another bore well too, it looks like. And I'm thinking of putting it right next to this water tower. Hey, that kind of fits. It doesn't need to be away from the other towers either. That's kind of cool. It does, however, have to be in range of the large... Wow, it's one tile away. Yeah, it's not close enough to that, though, so it doesn't matter. Where do we want to put this, then? Maybe on this side? We have to maintain it wherever it is. We could fit right here. Then make this a bigger one. We're going to build things here, I think, so probably. Put a bore well there, and then upgrade this one. Okay. That shuts down a couple of structures, but we've got plenty of parts as is. And we'll say go ahead and build that one next. Colonist Charlie died. Oh, Charlie died. You guys. Charlie's dead. That'd be a clickbaity title, wouldn't it? To call this video Charlie is Dead. Now that's an idea. I don't know. Sounds like an idea. I mean, I might. You know, I think I might. I know you guys, like, clickbait is one of those things where everybody has their own opinion of what qualifies as it. Nobody's, like, consistent on what qualifies as clickbait. But the other thing is, clickbait is also one of those things where everybody kind of universally hates it, but you are all just overwhelmingly accepting of it when it comes to actually, you know, you click on it anyway, you know? It doesn't stop you from actually just fulfilling the prophecy, if you will, or fulfilling the, what do you want to call it? You still fall for it. Despite knowing it exists and hating it, you still fall for it. I don't think I don't do that on this channel. Like, I don't clickbait people. I really don't have an overly animated personality. And I think that's probably why I don't grow very fast. The channel doesn't grow very fast because I just don't do all of those things that so many others do, that ultimately results in, you know, people clicking it. Like my thumbnails don't have like the face with the overzealous expression, but yet if I did that, I'm pretty sure I would get a lot more like I get a lot more views if I did that, right? I'd get a lot more new people in here if I was just overly exaggerated all the time, right? Do a Mr. Beast thumbnail kind of thing. I mean, it works, you know? It does. It works really well. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll get good at my job. All right, so I'm going to get the science points from these guys, and that's pretty much it on this. I just want to make sure I'm constantly getting a good flow of science points for the sake of research and moving us forward. And for that note, Public House is getting close to done. That will help us with our happiness issue. And then I think from there, I might work on the tough bearings just because the durability of these wind turbines, we're adding more of them and they are going down. We do have to keep maintaining them. So this just straight up helps their durability. And I think it's probably a good fit. The other thing we could look at instead is in the safety area and look at getting Fortress, which we still haven't done yet. I think this is what we're queuing. I'm gonna stop dilly-dallying. We're gonna queue the Fortress, all right? Make sure it's here. Make sure people are gonna be protected, all right? At least I'm hoping. Scientist needs help.
One of the more scientifically minded colonists has a problem. Having struggled with a particularly tough issue for what feels like an eternity, she wants to take a hike outside the colony to clear her head.
What's more worrying, though, is that she wants to do this alone. That's fine. Let her go. All right. She prepares for the trip, says her goodbyes, and wanders off on a lonely trail. A long time passes without any sign of her until she practically storms through the gate. I got it. I finally got it, she exclaims, and rushes straight to her tent. Another 184 science points for us. That's awesome. Metal depleted. Yep, this is done. So 73% on this one. I'm hoping that we get a higher percentage on one of these. And I want to start expanding out this direction. I want to like put houses and stuff out here. Like I want this colony to be like a really big colony. I think it'd be cool to have like 1,000 colonists in this game, you know? Oh, certainly overkill, completely unnecessary. But I think it would be cool to get to like that level where you have just like this thriving 100+ person colony. It'd be amazing. We're currently sucking down our water supply here. This is saying that it's not connected to the water network because this is empty, and the game still is not very intelligent about how it fills water. So it is still going to fill the tanks around your colony in the order in which they, in the order in which you built them, right? So this is like one of the last ones I built. So this is going to get water last. Even though it's the most critical, I can't prioritize this for getting water. So if I look at, say, this water tower, this is the one that's getting it right now. It's at 1131. Actually, it may not be getting it. It may not be getting it now, but this is going to get it before this one does, I think, because I built this one first, right? I think the game doesn't currently prioritize that, and therefore these cows may die because of that problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and butcher all but 2. That's gonna help me on the water problem also, so it's gonna let me fill up the water tanks faster, but it's also going to help me in you know, if the animals do die, then at least I got the meat for it, kind of thing, right? So let's butcher a bunch of animals here, and we're gonna see whether or not we can get our water surplus to be high enough to well, yeah, save the it's ironic. We need to butcher the cows to save them, okay? It's happened, guys. I'm officially a Reaper. Oh, Mass Effect had to come back sooner or later. I still want to play the Legendary Edition. I've played through the entire trilogy 8 times now, and I'm not tired of it. It's such a great universe. I love it. Shrine just got finished. That's why everybody got happy for a second. But we're still at a 128 deficit. Cool thing, though, I think a fortress just started, which means that we have a new building, the public house. 50 fun boxes. Oh, good. We have it. Wow. We actually have it. Must be heated during winter storms. I can place the fun house, the public house. Spending time together socializing with other colonists is much more comfortable at a suitable location. And here colonists can prepare drinks for themselves, as well as catch up on the latest news, which provides entertainment for the whole colony. This sucks down 12 water. So it also needs to be close to a water source as well. Yikes. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I could put it here. I don't think that counts as being connected to the water grid, though. Water supply. I'd like to put it over here, but then I need the water supply to be even bigger, so I have to build another tent. Or another tent. Tank. Build another tank. I think I will, though. I think I'm going to put the first public house will be, like, right here. And we'll put it right next to you. Maybe put some spacing in here for decoration's sake. Yeah. And then maybe one back just to kind of give me even more decoration's sake. So we'll place the public house here. And, I mean, it doesn't... I don't want it to use the metal yet. So we're going to pause construction on it. But at least I'm going to place it. And that will remind me that it's a thing that exists and I need to place it. Specialist. Action time. What kind of action is it? Well, it's you, who is very wounded, but has a whole bunch of amazing components. There you go. Pinkman, how you doing?
Job done.
Job is done. You're wounded, but not as bad. Let's go ahead and have you scout this. And then there's one more here, I think, too. No, not there. Well, yeah, no, there. Like, everybody else is at camp. We don't have anybody else out in the world, which is fine. Large battery rack. Okay, so this is what I wanted to build here. I wanted to change this, if possible, to a large one, but it doesn't let me upgrade. I have a surplus now, but all of my stuff shuts down if I don't want to do that. So here's what I need to do first. A large battery rack needs to be placed down first. And unfortunately, I want it to go right here. Still want it to go like right. I still want it to go right here. Which means I have to move that battery. Which takes down my power grid during the night. Unless I have enough to... I don't have enough to build this right away. If I upgrade this transformer, though, then it will be able to reach that. That's probably what has to happen. I don't have enough components to do that right now. So I can't shut down my entire power grid. So I just have to wait until I have the resources to do it. So Fortress is done. We've already built it. We've already spent the science for that. So 432 left. And we could... I don't think we're ready for medicinal lab. Cleansing, sauna, steam room, supreme shielding. We need to upgrade. We need to build this as well to protect the power grid. And then I want to upgrade it eventually to being the bigger one, which I might need to move it. So I want to kind of see the footprint of it. This doesn't cover enough. I'd like a bigger one that maybe sits right here that covers a lot more. And then my entire power infrastructure could just be here, protected by that one lightning rod. We have another homeless person. Yikes. That is just a very persistent thing, isn't it? Yeah, sawmill. Not enough workers. 40 carriers. 35 of which are... Not 35 are not children. We have schools. You know, there's 7 kids in there. There's 7 kids in here. Yeah. All that's left is the components here. Yeah. Oh, this is very close to having our plastic problems completely solved. We just need the components. And that is where our buddy Gorky...
Your command?
That's where he comes in. When he gets home in 6 turns, yikes, we will have a whole bunch of components. We can probably speed that up a little bit by trading, which we can't do because we're already in the middle of 2 trades. 10 hours and 23 hours, though, which I think will definitely be sooner than Gorky getting home. But we can trade for more components and stuff as well. So, okay. So I think pandemic is going to start. That's great. That's really great. We have 60 antibiotics, though. I think we'll be fine. So, yeah, that's going to suck, though. But we're going to be fine. Let's make sure we have adequate medical staff. And I don't know if this is actually enough hospitals. We might need another one. Obviously, these hospitals are better than these. But with antibiotics, we'll treat them quicker. It may not be such a big deal. At least I'm hoping it's not such a big deal. And I really wish I could get rid of the work area for these buildings, like the food storage. So I don't have these icons sitting out here. Like, I wish these would just go away. So one of the things I was doing before is just like having them hang out like way over here. You know, like go way over here, and it doesn't have anything to collect, so it won't. And then I don't have to see the icon here. But these two areas are just full anyway. They're both food storage, and they're full. Probably have to do something different there. The pandemic is not going to kill our crops, so we can keep that going. We have more than enough food. We're doing really well with cookhouses, right? And we're making vegetable meals and meat meals. So we have a balanced diet as well. Yep. And I think we're probably hitting our resource limit on wood pretty quick here. Yeah, pretty close. Let's take that down to 550. And then we can get more carriers going on that way too. And the recycler is going to do its thing. I think the metal shop will take one off of there. We don't need as many parts anymore. Concrete scavenging, we definitely need a lot of that. And we're running out of supply to gather. So we're going to need to get industrial going on that too pretty soon. For that to happen, it's going here. This is a 99%. Yeah, it's going to go here. It'll just be like this. And I'll have it face this direction, I think. Yep. And then we'll just pause that. But that's where that's going. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this video here. It's certainly long. I think you guys probably like that. I haven't seen your comments on the other ones yet because I'm recording in advance. But I think it went okay. I think this is going okay. The pandemic, I think, is something we can easily handle. And we just need to get those components here so that I can build the expansions to our power infrastructure. And that will then expand further. Yeah, this bore well is now in. We have our water problems completely solved. And, yep, there it is. There's now a supply in this tank. So the animals are not going to die, all right? Everything's going to be fine. We fixed it. Need to get the public house started, too, with this steady supply. I'm going to wait to start building this until I make sure that we have this running. Well, that's already delivered, so never mind. I need to make sure that... Let's actually keep the construction materials. Let's not build those until we have this. We don't need concrete for this. Is there a reason not to start the public house? What do we need the metal for right now? Yeah, let's let them go. It's not actually robbing us of any resources that we need critically for what we're trying to do. The shanty's being built, so that's spare housing even, so that'll be just done. Okay, we'll have the pandemic, or the epidemic, which is maybe a better word for it, as somebody pointed out. We'll have the pandemic next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. I hope you liked the video. Bye.